Welcome back to another movie review. Today's movie we're going to be talking about is The Backrooms. Let's get right into it. The Backrooms. Probably up there with like Five Nights at Freddy's, something that really grew from the internet, that became something a lot bigger than it is to the point where it's a movie now. But that being said, was it a great movie? And I'm here to say, I think it did what it needs to do. Let me get this out of the way. The YouTube series that they have that Kane made, I feel like if you watch it and then you watch the movie, you will enjoy the movie so much more. If you don't enjoy the YouTube series, I feel like you won't enjoy it as much. Let me just spit like what I really enjoy from the movie. The Backrooms itself is something where it's like it gets your curiosity because it's such an interesting concept that they carry in the movie where it's kind of like it's feeding you, but it's like pulling you in where you're like you become so much more like holy shit, like this is some big brain shit. And the acting in it, especially by Clark, was really good by him. Some of his dialogue, some of the way that he was like saying some of his lines, and some of the way he was just like expressing his character. Obviously, that this guy that can make no wrongs, God forbid, he just played his character really well. Just genuinely, when this movie was in the Backrooms, it did what it needed to do. Not only was it like I wouldn't say scary, but it was very unsettling. And the fact that it was unsettling, but also like you don't want to look away because it's so like awesome in a way, you know? And the biggest nitpicks I can say from this movie, genuinely, the run, the chase scene is very cliche. It gets to the point where you almost want to be like, what are we doing? Are we gonna run? We're not gonna run. We're gonna, you know, it gets frustrating. But it's still a good movie either way. Another big nitpick, and the guy's 20 that made this movie. There's no disrespect towards him. I just felt like the outside world itself was a lot more like, who cares? You know, it was kind of like, you know, when Clark was there and he was like doing the scenes with the therapist, yeah, that was interesting. But the thing is, I don't want to compare it to Obsession, but I'm going to. But I feel like Obsession takes 10 minutes before you're just hooked. I feel like when you watch this, yes, you have that intro where it's kind of like telling you the Backrooms, right? Or it's not telling you, but it's making you like getting excited. It takes like another 20 minutes before we're back in the Backrooms. And I feel like I don't want to say it kind of like slows the pace of the movie. I just feel like when the movie was outside the Backrooms, it just wasn't that strong. Where I'm at in this movie, I genuinely feel if you love the YouTube series, you'll love this movie. If you haven't watched the YouTube series and you watch this movie, I feel like it'll be a very mixed bag. But I feel like the real concept of the Backrooms really does carry it, especially like when they're wandering and there's so much random like garbage, and you're kind of like, what the fuck's going on? But when everything just starts clicking, when they start giving you that little bit, and you're kind of like, shit, that's kind of interesting, you know? There are some like cliche horseshit in it. But for a guy that's 20 years old that made this, I think he did a phenomenal job. Where I'm at in this movie, I'd probably give this movie in the range of a 7.5 to an 8. Like I said, if you enjoy the YouTube series, you're gonna enjoy this movie. Like a strong 8. But I feel like it's also gonna be like, if it doesn't like intrigue you, the YouTube series, I feel like a 7.5 just feels comfortable to me. In that range, just sounds right. I'm not gonna stand here and be like, oh, Obsession's better. It's two different pies, you know? At the end of the day, it is what it is. Stay safe.